Are you sure you can handle an apex predator? Didn't I warn you not to get in my way, Mina? You can't protect anyone. Ha! Too slow. Ha! Not even close. Ha! Ha! Hear me. I am the embodiment of the White Dragon. Surrender to its power! There's no need to fret. It'll all be over once you're dead. I was born to rule. Like what you see?
Hello, and welcome back to Star Dive Live. I apologize for the quick interruption there, and we're back. Hello. At least we got the technical difficulties right away in the beginning. All right, welcome back to Star Dive Live. This will be a Let's Play edition, as we're calling it, so the format will be a little different, slightly shorter, and I'm 3RL. Thanks for joining this evening. How you doing, chat?
Looks like people are doing pretty all right. I'm Blue. I'm going to be playing the game for you this evening, and we're super excited to get you all the new details about the update.
How is everyone doing out there? Thanks for joining us this evening. And Blue, what are your thoughts on Nagi? Does she put the wind in your sails?
I'm so excited for Nagi. I love that we've got a new villain as a playable character. Our first destroyer on a rate-up banner. I'm super excited to show her off and maybe get her for myself.
Yeah, me too. We can hope. And yes, to the chat, we are live. Live in action. All right. Let's go to the details for tonight's show. As I mentioned, this broadcast will be more of a Let's Play kind of format. So the main focus was just going to be mostly on Nagi. We'll go over her skills and details about her awakening and show her off in action so players can get a first look. We'll also go over some details from the dev live stream so we can just kind of help translate some of that information and share our own feedback. And of course, we prepared codes for patient viewers who wait to the very end of the stream, so be sure to stick around and pay attention.
Before we dive into the gameplay, keep in mind that everything we're going to present today is on a test build, so some of the things you see might be a little different from the actual live update. We'd love it if you could hit like on our streams and subscribe to the channel. All right, without any further ado, let's get to know Nagi.
Let's do it. Alrighty. So, as you've seen in some of the previews, this is Nagi. She is a white fire shaman. Her birthday is February 4th, in case anyone was interested. I don't know much about astrology, but I'm sure someone in the chat can help tell me which astrological sign she has. I don't know if you know.
I think it's Aquarius. I'm not 100% sure, though.
Alright. Tell me, chat. Alright, so Nagi is a charismatic and fiercely self-assured leader of the Snake Beastskin. She deeply devoted to her people and stands in defiance of her fate, with dreams of ruling over Bakai. Becca. I'll get it right. Her enchanting beauty and divine power captivate all who stand before her. Alrighty. With enough of that, I think let's go ahead and we're going to check out her skills.
Yeah, let's show her off in action.
Alrighty. Alright, so I'm just going to go over the different passive traits, basic attacks, while Blue here shows the action, if you will. Alright, starting right off, we have the passive trait, which is Divine Seduction Manifestation. Say that 5 times fast. When you land a special skill or ultimate skill, when at max Divine Seduction, the stack grants Alluring Empress's Reign. Divine Seduction stacks are reset when the effect duration ends. Nagi immediately gains Alluring Empress's Reign upon using a switch skill. Also, she gains Beguiling Scale for a set duration upon using Evasion Counter or her switch skill. Beguiling Scale For reference, increases attack and neutralization damage upon using Heavenly Orbit, and grants damage taken reduction and damage immunity. Her basic skill is called God Killing Slash. Nagi swings her fan to unleash a series of tightly compressed blades of wind and charges at the enemy. I have to say, using a fan as a weapon is kind of cool. Probably takes a lot of skill. She then steps back and causes flowers to bloom, rendering enemies airborne with a powerful shockwave dealing wind damage. Holding the basic attack button on her, fourth hit or evasion counter triggers that Heavenly Orbit and deals wind damage. Nagi will also be controlled while using Heavenly Orbit, and Divine Seduction accumulates in her fan. You can kind of see that, I believe, in the little icon there at the bottom. Her switch skill is called Concealed Spirit. Nagi appears near the enemy and vanishes into a swirl of flower petals. Upon landing on the ground, she detonates the flower petals, rendering enemies airborne and dealing wind damage. Her special skill, Alluring Bloom. Nagi causes a surge of wind at the enemy's location, rendering the enemy airborne. She then crushes them with powerful downdraft during wind damage, of course. Alluring Impulse's Rain is activated. She detonates condensed wind to deal bonus wind damage. And lastly, we have her ultimate skill, Abyss's Approach. Nagi generates a flower bud from a seed of condensed wind, drawing enemies in, and then blooms violently, rendering enemies airborne, dealing wind damage and inflicting wind affliction. When Alluring Empress's Rain is active, flower buds bloom, decreasing the target's defense, and after full bloom, the flowers drop siege, which deal, you guessed it, wind damage. All right, I'm gonna need a break. So, Blue, let's take a look at those skills.
So that Nagi's Awakenings.
Yeah.
All right, let's pop those open real quick. So we'll start with her first awakening. That's going to be Scales Pledge, and that's going to be Beguiling Scales. Attack boost is going to increase to 50%. Her neutralization damage boost is going to increase to 30, and her damage immunity's instances of block damage is going to go up to 2. Also, the duration of the Beguiling Scale effect granted upon using a switch scale is going to increase to 10 seconds.
Alrighty, and I'll take over the next one. This is a Quick and Hidden Tongue. If Nagi enters the battle without being controlled, Imperial Grace is granted to a teammate. This effect is removed upon switching to Nagi or when Nagi leaves the battle.
Up next is going to be Shed Skin. That's going to be the skill levels of basic attack, switch skill, special skill, and ultimate skill increased by 2. That's going to also increase her basic damage by 6%.
And at the fourth awakening, we have Soul's Spiral. Sounds like a fun band song or something like that. Heavenly Orbit's first hit strike count increases by 3, and the total damage increased by 80%. The instance of additional explosion damage generated by Nagi's special skills, Alluring Impulse's Rain effect, is increased to 3. The number of additional seeds that are generated by Nagi's ultimate skill, Alluring Impulse's Rain effect, increased to 6. And Nagi immediately gains Alluring Impulse's Rain upon evasion counter.
Up next, we've got the Shaman with Dragon skills, and that's also going to increase the skill levels of your basic attack, switch skill, special skill, and ultimate skill by 2. And special skills cooldown is going to decrease by 4.5%.
And lastly, we have Serpent Dragon's Whispers. I love that, snake dragon kind of reference for me personally. Alluring Impulse's Rain wind bonus damage increases by 130%, and Imperial Grace's wind bonus damage increases by 250%. Alrighty, thanks for listening to us going over all the details of Nagi. Next up, we're going to show her off a little bit in the Legendary Monster Conquest, and we'll see her in action. All right, there we go. So the team we're going to be running today with featuring Nagi will be G1 and Esther. Blue, what's your strategy behind?
So I'm picking G1 because she's going to be a great support for any of your wind units. She's going to buff Esther's damage, and Esther is a destroyer, so she's going to go great together with, Nagi's a destroyer. She's going to go great with Esther, who's an assassin, because those destroyers, they're going to build up your stagger gauge, the gauge, and...
That's right. We're all friends here. We're all chilling. No need to be nervous.
Esther is going to immediately wipe those bosses that are staggered out. So let's get started.
Well, let's see your strategy in action. All right, I totally meant to look up your high score during the rehearsal to now, but I didn't. Chat, if you can remind me, if anyone was here last time, what the high score was, I would love it. If not, we'll just pretend this is going to be your high score because it's a whole new build.
Sweet. So I'm going to start off with G1 on the field, and I'm going to build up that little bar at the bottom that's going to give me a good buff. And now I'm going to bring out Esther, who's going to be our extra damage for this fight. It's going to do that until her little field goes away. Then I'm going to bring back out G1, do a little bit more to build up that meter, and then bring out Nagi, who's going to be the highlight of our show.
So what's the general? What's your strategy here? Really, I know you kind of gave it a little bit before, but if you can go like.
So basically, we're mostly gonna have damage dealers and damage buffers on the field, keeping not necessarily healers or shields like we have with Nare. So just gonna keep heavy focus on the damage. I'm gonna bring out G1 here to buff Nagi up, and then do some extra damage with Esther, especially when I've got when Nagi builds that full stagger gauge. You can see it's about mostly full over here, and then I'm gonna bring out Esther to do some big strikes. Oop, there we go.
How are you feeling about your score so far?
I think I'm doing all right. We'll see. We'll see.
Right.
Hopefully, I can beat.
I'll let you focus in the next moment. I'm just gonna provide some commentary. How are you feeling about the Wind team? I know you said you're not normally like a Wind main.
I'm more of a Earth main myself, so this is my first. I'm not super familiar with all these characters, but I'm gonna do my best. Get out here, try and strike up some big damage numbers. I'm having a lot of fun with the little orbits that Nagi does. I think that they're fun. They're a different change of pace than the characters I usually play, who don't have that like smooth movement. Because I'm a Gabi main, if you remember from last time. Yeah. She's much slower, sturdier, beefier character. So, but I'm definitely having fun trying out this new character. Might definitely want to put her on my account because I'm excited about how she plays.
So do you feel like the rotation is smoother, faster, slower?
I'd say it's pretty quick. I feel like her movement overall is like pretty like solid in there. She's not like the fastest character in the world, but I'd say definitely feels good to play. Oops, let me do this first.
You just focus on getting that high score.
Yeah.
See if anyone on the chat remembers. Oh, 520k, I think. Is that what it looks like for our last?
All right,
maybe.
I think we shouldn't have much issues beating that.
If that's the case, we're already right there.
All right.
You still have a whole entire minute and 6 seconds. So unless you just fall over and pass out.
Hopefully we won't be doing that. All right, bring out Esther, get some hits in.
All right, yeah, normally this is where you want to get your last little run in.
Yep. Take that out. All right, let's see if I can get Esther's
pulse
online while the guy.
Okay, 45 seconds.
Still ticking down. Yes, there we go.
How is everyone's experience with this boss, chat? Is everyone, what's your high score? Let me ask you that. That's what I want to know. I don't know if I can see the chat moving on my side, but... Oh, there we go. Okay. Alright. 25 seconds to go. Looks like you definitely... I think you beat your last score.
Looks like
according to the chat. I'm just going to take their word for it. Actually, like... It's like a smirk at the end there.
Oh, yeah. She's taunting you. She knows that she's got you right in her little snake grasp.
See, Grim Reaper says the highest they got was 887,540 from Motormora. So I just butchered the heck out of your name. Yami says 670, 560, 500k, 540. Okay, what was your score? We're gonna find out.
Let's check it out.
Dun dun dun. The total is all right. Okay.
Not bad. All right, that's gonna be 3 stars, and I'll just hit confirm. Put that score on in there.
So I know we talked about this a little bit, but if you want to show Nagi off in some other content,
yeah, let's do one more boss battle. So let's go against Eamon. He's gonna be our boss. That's our weekly. That's weak to win. So I think it'll be a good place to show off Nagi's wind capabilities. Let's
keeping
give it
the same
go.
team, basically.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
clear within 5 minutes. I believe in you. I don't think.
Oh yeah, this shouldn't be too much of an issue. He's a bit easier because he's from episode 2, so he's not going to be quite as much of a challenge as Virginia, who cannot die. But let's go.
Yeah, no problem.
All right. Oop. That evasion counter in, which is going to fill up my bar. Let me do some extra wind damage over here while I've got that bar online. Now I'm going to go back to
For the record, chat,
get some strikes
we
in.
are not devs.
No, we do not make the game.
We do support it.
Yes, I work in the localization, so I've done some localization QA testing and edited bits of the script, just making sure that it's sounds as good and polished as possible. But I do not design the game.
We support the game though, and we love it dearly.
Of course, super happy to be working on this title.
Okay, you can even beat the boss while we're yapping. Popper. If I had a popper, I'd pull it right now and make everyone's ears.
All right, aiming 15. Let's see what that clear time was.
1 minute and 5 seconds.
Not too bad.
Good. Yeah. Congratulations. W's in the chat for blue. And yeah, so that was our little demonstration of Nagi. We're super excited for her to join the game, and we hope you are too. All right, with that being said, next up, we want to go over some quality of life improvements that you can look forward in a future update. Not this one, this one will have Nagi, but the 1.2 update in the near future. And this is some information that was shared last night via the Deb live stream, and we wanted to kind of make sure we can, distill that information for us on the global side. And hopefully this answers some questions, also gives you some just interesting information about what is to come. And like I said, all right, let's jump right into it. This is a preview, planned for the version 1.2 in the near future. First up, we're going to start with monsterlings. We've heard your feedback that obtaining traits and mutations can feel frustrating and a bit too difficult. So for the version 1.2, the team is working on improvements that will allow players to re-roll monsterling traits, enhance monsterling traits, and reduce the overall stress of making your monsterling stronger. The team is currently exploring a new token-based system to support these improvements, and while some details are still being finalized, the goal is pretty clear. Players should be able to experiment with the different monsterling builds and elemental combinations without feeling excessively restricted by RNG. The developers also confirmed they're actively reviewing mutation acquisition rates and considering significant adjustments. The goal is to make monsterlings a system players enjoy experimenting with, collecting, and not just a sense of constant frustration.
All right. Up next, we've got some improvements to equipment crafting. So we know that sometimes certain equipment rolls, particularly the ones that you can get on shoes, can feel a little disappointing just from the moment something is crafted. So to address this, version 1.2 will introduce new role specialization options that'll help existing stats feel more meaningful and useful. Additionally, the team is going to 1. Increase opportunities to obtain crafting materials, 2. Improve drop rates from certain game modes, and 3. Improve the overall number of crafting attempts that will be available to all players. The goal for this change is simple. We want to give players more chances to pursue the equipment they're looking for without feeling limited by bad luck.
That's awesome. All right, next one is for mobile players and mobile control customization. This is another highly requested feature coming with the next version. Many players have requested larger buttons or more flexible controller layouts. I personally am there's a straight up old school, PlayStation controller type of person. So I just am used to that. But for those of you who might be on an iPad or something like that, we want to give a reason to increase button sizes, and the team has decided for a full customization system. So button positions, button sizes, transparency settings, ultimate skill placement, tag skill placement, and additional combat UI elements. This should allow players to tailor controls of the device's size and personal preference for a much more comfortable gameplay experience.
All right, up next, there's going to be a planned added field dispatch system. So we're aware that many players are tired of repeatedly farming each map, so the team has developed an alternative way to collect resources. With the dispatch system, your dispatches are going to be performed by region. Your rewards will match what you would normally earn from manually clearing each area. Your rewards are going to be obtained instantly, not on a cooldown, and no additional currency is going to be required. So you'll just use daily dispatch attempts each day.
That's nice.
One important detail is that the team specifically does not want players to feel obligated to complete dispatches and run a field manually afterwards. The goal is to reduce the amount of daily tasks, not to create another mandatory one. The team is currently discussing the final number of dispatch opportunities, but the intention is to make progression more convenient while maintaining overall game balance.
You don't want an extra job.
No, absolutely not. Make it easier, not harder.
Next on the list is mobile optimization and network performances. This is one that I know I've seen a lot. Cruising the Discord. So this is something the dev team is actively working on. The team reviews optimization every update. It continues to make adjustments each version with the hopes of improving it. And we are also discussing those improvements for poor network environments, server-related performance issues, and general mobile usability. And we are aware of these concerns and intend to continue improving them over time. And any issue that is determined to be a bug, we will work on finishing it. Other than that, I just want to say, please continue to leave your feedback on our Discord channel. We are actively reviewing it, the community's feedback and suggestions, and we appreciate you. So if you give us feedback, Discord helps a lot because it's one place for us to find the information and be able to pass it along to anyone who might need it. So it always helps. Hope the chat is doing well. Thanks, moderator in there, holding it down. All right, next up, we want to go over a couple of answers from the Q&A section of the dev live stream specifically. So they held a Q&A section, so we just wanted to kind of go over some of their answers.
All right, so first big question. Any updates on the console version?
Yes, development is progressing well. The game is being prepared for PlayStation and related platforms. The development work itself is progressing smoothly, but there are some additional processes we're still working on, including platform certification, regional checks, and various approvals before release. Once these steps are completed, we will share more information as soon as we have it. All right, next up, any updates on the story?
The developer team is continuing to work on improving the quality, storytelling, and the story's overall presentation. They're also looking at ways to add more voice acting to future content and event stories.
That.
Love our voice actors.
Shout out to the voice actors.
The team wants to create more engaging stories and improve the overall narrative experience moving forward. All right, next up, what about inventory issues with my monsterlings?
Well, yes, improvements have already been implemented related to the inventory overflow in situations where players were unable to enter dungeons because the inventory exceeded the limit. As monsterlings become easier to obtain, the dev team is continuing to monitor the inventory management related to the systems to ensure they remain convenient to players. All right, next up, will event maps disappear when the events are over?
So the final details are still being discussed, but the devs put a lot of effort into creating a map for the upcoming summer event, and they really want players to continue enjoying it even after the event period ends. Going forward, the team would like to create additional themed maps and environments, giving players more things to explore and enjoy. The current planned direction is to allow players to continue experiencing those spaces even beyond a limited event scope whenever it's possible.
That's exciting.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Love more gameplay, more regions to explore during events, and I'm glad that I won't be time gated.
That's great. Checking the chat real quick. How's everyone doing? The story is so good, I need more. I agree. All right. Someone said, let's see, what else did I just see? I just caught something. All right. Moving on.
Next up, thank you all for sticking with us for this whole time. We've got a coupon code for you. So for anybody playing on PC or an Android device, you can redeem that coupon by going to your options, then your account settings, and then hitting redeem code. For players on iOS devices, you're going to need to register that coupon by going to a URL. We're going to drop that in the chat, and that webpage is also going to be available on the Netmarble forums. All right, now it's time to drop that code.
The coupon code is Winds of Fate. We'll give you 100 keys, Compass of Promises, 3 of those, Conquest entry tickets, 3 of those as well. And this is valid until Monday, July 6th, so you have plenty of time. So if you see this live stream later, here's a code for you. We also have a second code just in case you missed it from the dev live stream, and that is Nagi update. Those rewards will be the same, so you get a double of the rewards we mentioned in the first one, and the end date is exactly the same. Next up, before we let you go, we wanted to share a longer sneak peek of the summer event we showed you just a quick screenshot of last time. Let us know what you think. What do you think? What do you think?
I'm super excited. I love that cute little Malamander up there. Definitely want to go to that water park.
I love that everyone's wearing sunglasses. That's
Keep your eyes safe.
Yeah. Protect your eyes. Now I want to go swimming. Summertime is basically here. I think I guess debatable when summer actually starts, but I think it's already here in my personal opinion. So we hope you look forward to that. Anything else you want to say?
No, I want to say thank you guys for coming here. I'm looking forward to trying out Nagi with the rest of you guys, and I'm looking forward to 1.2 next time.
Well, thank you for joining us this evening for another Stardive Live Let's Play edition. If you like this video we did for you, be sure to subscribe to our channel, like this video itself. If you want to get notified about other content, you can hit that bell on one of the corners. We definitely appreciate it. It helps with the algorithm. It helps us look good. That's the biggest shout out that you could possibly give to us. But anyway, we appreciate you so much, divers. We couldn't do this without you, and we hope to continue to grow the community. We're just getting started. Have some more stuff in the near future. But until then, thank you, chat. Thank you, everyone, for participating. Thank you, moderator. But yeah, good night, everyone. Thanks for diving with us. This is Theriaro signing off.
This is Blue. See you next time.
Are you sure you can handle an apex predator? Didn't I warn you not to get in my way, Mina? You can't protect anyone. Ha! Too slow. Ha! Not even close. Ha! Ha! Hear me. I am the embodiment of the White Dragon. Surrender to its power! There's no need to fret. It'll all be over once you're dead. I was born to rule. Like what you see?